Hello, and welcome to lightroomtutorials.info. From photo to finish. Learn how you can best use Lightroom from importing to exporting. And we'd like to invite you to come to lightroomtutorials.info to get very long, complete, free tutorials on Lightroom. Okay, we'll look forward to seeing you there. Today, we're going to have a quick tip on stacking and virtual copies. So let's get out of here and let's get into Lightroom. And here we are in Lightroom. And we can go to this picture right here. And let's say we wanted to stack these two pictures for some reason. Stacking is done just by selecting two images, hitting Control, and going to Stacking and Group into Stack. Okay, and you can see right here that it has a 2 there. If you click on that 2, it says 1 of 2. You go to this image and it says 2 of 2. So these images are stacked. And this will be the image that's on top of the stack, and this will be stacked underneath it. If you want to change that order, all you have to do is click on the image you want to change. And now this image will be on top of the stack and this will be underneath it. If you want to close it, you can go to this little bar here and close it. Or if you want to open it, you can go to that little bar and open it. Or you can just click on here and close it or open it. Okay, the stack. So now if you want to ungroup the stack, the shortcut for ungrouping is Shift, Command, or Apple G. And then the stack will be ungrouped again. If you wanted to group it, the shortcut would be Command or Apple G, and that'll group it. So Shift, Apple, or Command G will ungroup it, and if you select the images and go Apple G, you'll group it. So I'm going to go Shift, Apple G, ungroup it for now. So that's stacking. If you want to have a lot of images of the same images, and let's say we wanted to have different versions of this image, a very easy way to do that is just to do Control and go to Create Virtual Copy. And if you click on that, you'll see another image is right next to it, and that's a virtual copy. And you can tell that by that little fold down here, that that's the virtual copy and that's the original. It's automatically stacked, okay? And a virtual copy is done with just using the numbers, zeros and ones, so it doesn't create any space on your hard drive. You could have hundreds of virtual copies of the same image and different versions of it, and your hard drive space would just increase by a tiny little bit, hardly noticeable. And if you wanted to create another virtual copy of this same image, you just go Control and then Create Virtual Copy. And now you have 3 different versions of this same image. And if we click on that image, we can change that to a black and white just by hitting the V key. We'll give a sampled view of the black and white. And on this one, let's hit the R key, and we'll go in here and we'll just crop this. We'll crop it just out a little bit so there's a difference, and maybe turn it a little bit. Okay. And then we'll hit the R key again to get out of that crop, and then the G key. Okay, now we have 3 different versions of the same image. Okay, if we wanted to close that stack, just click there, and now all the 3 images are there. If we have a client and we say we just want to show the client the black and white version of that, click on that, and that'll be at the top of the stack. And there we go. Or let's say we wanted to show them all the versions. Then we could unstack it by going Shift, Apple, or Command G, and that'll unstack them all. Now you could show your client or you have 3 different versions of that. One thing to keep in mind that a lot of people don't realize is that if you're scrolling through and turning on to take the information here out by hitting the J key, okay, there's all out, or that's the compact view by hitting the J key again, or hitting the J key again will take you into the extended view, showing more information. So if you get all the information out, you don't see that that's a virtual copy anymore. And so it looks, that fold goes away. So if you want to see and know what images are virtual copies in here, then you have to hit that J and have some information, at least in the compact view, to see that little fold right there. Okay, that was your quick tip in Lightroom today, and we just want to say thank you for visiting. And let's go over here. That's our quick tip. Let's get out of there. And just you're welcome back to visit us at lightroomtutorials.info anytime to get some great tutorials on Lightroom. Thank you. Enjoy.